What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the B3 podcast. I'm your host, Brett. We got Matt GPT and Tanner the Head. We have our show partners, Elite Nutrition. Check them out at elitenutritionomaha.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. You can go to the store in Omaha or Lincoln, yell B3.
Get a free shaker.
And 10% off.
No.
We also have Rosewood Block to make the best cutting boards and barbecue, fully customizable. Check them out at rosewoodblock.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. Also, go to D&D Beef. They're local. They ship local or deliver local, or you can order them nationwide. dndbeef.com. Use code B3 at checkout for 10% off. And Omaha Barbell, the real Midwest mecca of just whatever you want to do.
You have like everything else is just like set every time, and that's just fucking wild card. You haven't fucking settled in on anything on that.
No, well, it's always changing here, you know.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah, we were talking about credit cards and that Tanner's 90 years old and writes checks to him, but
I don't write checks.
I do the same thing. Like
it's called online bill pay.
Yeah. So for me,
you log into every single account to pay, which is a waste of time when you can log into one and just type them all up, set your dates. You know, I do have some things from being poor that have like stayed. Like if a bill's due and like I have the money,
yeah,
like it gets set with the bill pay on the date.
Right? Oh, yeah, on the date.
Like on the date.
Yeah.
Like they don't get my money
day early.
One hour early.
Yeah.
It's just
same.
Nicole's like, oh, so like I was doing something and it was like something stupid, like $20 to, you know what I mean? And I'm like, it's like 3 weeks out.
Yeah, that's a month from now. You could do that right now.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's some of the things that got
Or like I still like we get paid bi-monthly, and like I still stack all the bills to like pay like the day after we get paid.
Yeah.
Like we've got like you said, you could pay whatever, but it was like from early on when I first graduated and was like paying bills and paying like student loans and all that shit. Like it was like, oh shit. All right, we get paid on the 15th, so I gotta set this to pay on the 16th. So it's something I still carry over.
I always do that too. Like, oh, when do you want your car paid? The 25th. 25th. Like the latest you could do. Late. Yeah. Just in case. But yeah, what is an elder you're calling logging in? I use facial ID and it takes like a second to get into my account.
You still have to log into all the different bills. Like you can just go and like pay OPPD and MUD and
I have those
your credit card and
on auto pay.
See, I don't auto pay because what if I want to be able to decide when it comes out? Like there are some
on this one. Like I auto pay.
I don't auto pay anything.
Then it automatically takes it out on the day that it's due.
Well, you know, here's what's funny is, so I auto pay one of them, but then I think I auto pay MUD, but OPPD, they wanted me to like set it because you know you can just log in and pay one time, and they're like, you have to set up an account. It's like a lot of work. I'm just gonna fucking log in and do it this way. I'm like, I'm not setting up an account.
Or you can just log into your bank and then you like pick the date you want them to have it, and you just go through and you can just pay them all at once. So like every 2 weeks I sit down and just log in. And just...
Do you think it takes longer to click or facial rec?
Well, mine's facial rec. Like I pay all my stuff, even through my bank.
It's facial rec is longer because you have to log into more than one account. I just log in once with facial recognition.
That's true.
On my app, and then just pay them all, and then be.
I don't know. I must have as many things as you. I only have to log into like one thing. Maybe that's why. I don't have as many things as you.
Your phone bill, internet bill,
that's auto pay.
Yeah, I don't do auto pay.
Except I don't auto pay Cox. Fuck those guys.
100%.
I actually wait until after it's due, and I'll forget for it.
Like
it's just
you have a 10-day grace period. You're like, fuck you guys.
It's just for here. I got rid of Cox in my house, and it was one of the greatest days of my life.
So back to being poor. Like I realized real quick that you didn't have to like pay those on time in your own credit report. So if anything would be like, we got 30 days.
We got like 30, 80, 90 days
until the next one. Yeah.
Oh man, one time I had something on Nebraska Furniture Mart, one of their interest free deals, and I like completely spaced it, and it was like 5 days after the due date. And I was just sweating it. Because then they give you like and I called and I was like, oh my God, I am so sorry. And he was like, dude, it's totally fine. He was like, your payments are always like fine every other time. And he was like, and you have whatever grace period. He's like, even still, you're in like good standing. You probably would have been fine. And I was like,
well,
because dude, it's just like zero to $500 in interest or whatever it is.
Well, and then like on credit cards, you're actually not late to the credit bureau until you're 30, until you miss a payment. So like if you are 28 days late, you have the fee or whatever, but you don't. It doesn't hit the credit bureau until you've missed a payment.
Mm-hmm. And man, credit cards are such a scam, though. Well, the whole credit report we're talking about is a scam.
Yeah.
Like you try to keep your credit like perfect, and like anything you do, just like fluctuates it.
I got to 849, and 850 is a perfect credit score, and I was like, what the fuck do I have to do to get that point? and then I'm like, why are you playing?
They'll probably just never do it.
Well, like, why are you playing
scores.
their game?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, who gives a fuck?
Because it's a measurable number.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Who like at the end of the day, if you're not a fucking just worthless piece of crap, your credit rating's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I think as what is it, 760 and above is considered like exceptional or something like that.
Yeah. Just stay above that.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's 850, but I mean, it's fine. I'll talk to you. I'll let you know how to do it.
You're
Let you know how to get that extra point.
yeah. You're at 50.
Mine's stayed at 850 pretty well, but it's like we were talking about. It's stupid because if you spend like anything, like say you buy something for like $3,000, and like you're gonna pay it off that month, but if it hits your the right timing,
Right.
they'll fucking drop you like 15 points. And be like, oh, you've used like X% of your available credit.
Right.
And I was like,
Huh?
and
Yeah.
like I've paid it. You know, you pay it off. I fucking my house payments on time. Your car pay, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then if you go to buy a car, they'll be like, hey, we ran our credits like 900. And I was like, what is that? Because there's like some other credit thing they can
Like
run.
a FICO or something.
It's some deal. And it's like, I don't know. And then there's like the 3 major bureaus and you can have a different rating with all 3.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a fucking scam though.
Yeah.
Well, I think I was just talking with someone the other day, and that's what the banking system and Visa, MasterCard, and all these people, they're the ones that are really worried about crypto.
Oh yeah.
And they're worried about like XRP and things like that, where they can handle these things instantaneously, and they're a fraction, like a fraction of the cost to do a transaction because it's just all on blockchain. And it's super easy. They're the ones that are worried about it, and I hope they all take a freaking wash on it. Like I hope they all just get screwed in every possible way.
We were talking about card benefits earlier. Like, I think one of the first cards I got back in the early 2000s was a Chase card, and it had like 5% cash back on gas, groceries, restaurants.
Yep.
2% on everything else. And then you were talking about getting cash back. If you stockpiled $1,000 in rewards and you took $1,000 or more out, they would give you an extra $200. And
Wow.
it was the best.
That
card
obviously didn't
ever.
stay around very well
No,
or very
it
long.
didn't. It was there for maybe like 3 or 4 years, and then they were like, "This may be costing us money."
Well, they charge the merchants.
Yeah, they charge the merchants and stuff. But then, I mean, now with like just the average household credit card debt, like they've got to just be killing it on interest rate from people.
You know, and I mean, I hate the merchant side of it, obviously, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
That's the scammy part. But I was talking with a client yesterday, and he owns like a processing company. And he was talking about how even like processing companies how they can group your cards for the merchant side, how they do it. Like there's different levels, and they could just move your card into whatever level and charge you a higher percentage fee and all this other shit, and then charge you per transaction and all that.
Yeah.
But he made the point, I don't know why I know exactly that's what it is. We don't think of it. And it's like, you know, a massive amount of interest they charge, but they're just like 100% giving you an unsecured loan. And you don't have to talk to a banker.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If you go to the bank and get an unsecured loan, they're going to charge you. I don't even know
it's
now.
like 18-19%.
Yeah.
the APR.
Yeah.
credit card.
So, I mean, like if people want to complain about interest rates, like on the credit cards, like it's 100% your choice to use it.
right, and you get it for 30 days, and if you pay it off in that 30
Yeah.
days, like it's
Yeah.
fine.
They're giving you an unsecured loan that a bank will not, no bank is going to give you money for free either. And it's instantaneous. And like he was telling me, he's like, you know, think about it. You take that one card, you can, you know, get an Uber to the airport, go to Italy, buy things on this card. And when you're in Italy, somebody steals your credit card number and spend, you have no liability to anything. You know, when you come back and all you're responsible to do is just like pay the bill. So I understand like the interest on the other side.
Yeah.
And like, but the rewards thing, I think now it's like they have to do rewards because everyone does. If you don't,
Like there's so many different credit cards out there. Like
that's the only way they can stay competitive. It's not like, well,
but
we're not going to do this or this.
In general, like the rewards are pretty much the same across all cards, unless you're one of those credit card. Like,
I guess I don't get mad at that. I've never really got mad at the interest rate. You kind of
people like if you get behind the eight ball, like Matt's saying, like then that's your first thing is like, man, the interest rate they're charging me is like ridiculous.
If you want to worry about a fucking interest, look at your mortgage.
Well,
like that's a racket.
Or when you look at like your mortgage breakdown, of how much goes to the principal.
Yeah. I mean that's a racket.
Yeah, but I mean, and we've all been there where you're behind the eight ball when you're younger on a credit card, and you're just like, dude, look at the interest I'm paying on this thing. Well, I mean, like, you voluntarily use that card, like no one.
The merchant fees are what pissed me off.
100%.
And the stupid, like some of the like late fees, like we were talking.
And actually, us merchants are paying for part of your rewards.
We're paying for your rewards.
Yeah,
they don't do it out of the kindness of their heart.
Well, I'm saying like they're not taking out of the interest they're pulling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But you're not talking about a cool reward card. I used to have a TD Ameritrade card, and you could do cash back or stock money, and then they would give you an extra percentage if you invested it through them if you had a TD investment account. So that was kind of cool too. You just got money to put in the stock market.
My buddy I think he still has it because he still has the same mortgage through Wells Fargo. You can use your Wells Fargo card to pay your mortgage, and it had like on these approved things, and Wells Fargo is one of them, you would get 2% cash back. So he could pay his mortgage with his credit card and get an extra 2% back every time towards his mortgage.
I have a Wells Fargo card, and my loan is at Wells Fargo.
I don't think they like when we First National for sure doesn't have it because that's what I asked when we got our house.
Yeah, I was like, man, I need to fucking check into this deal.
And they were like, no, man, no, we don't have that shit anymore.
Yeah, Southwest did that. They used to have. I had a card with them, and it's like if you spent $1, you got like 50,000 points, and I think we got like 4 round trip tickets, and then we still had enough points for like a one-way ticket.
But now Southwest rewards suck now.
Oh yeah, now 50,000 points like barely gets you to Chicago.
It barely gets you in the airport.
Yeah, which I think Southwest is. I think their assigned seating thing's a bad idea.
Probably.
I don't know.
It was their major differentiator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know shit about the airline industries, but like Southwest having like a free check bag and like basically open seating, I think is what that's the only reason I wouldn't even compare prices because I already like knew the drill. I would just like book with Southwest and go get
stand like cattle up in line.
Yeah,
go to my B22 spot.
Right.
I paid for early bird check-in so I could get in there.
What are you? Oh, 23. Okay, I'm in front of you.
Yeah.
But it was great when you traveled with friends because you didn't have to like everybody book your ticket at the same time.
Yeah.
Like because I would always do
you
like,
weren't going to sit by each other anyways.
Well, I would do early bird check-in, except for when Matt and I got bumped on that flight.
That's true.
Fuck. Then we're the last ones on the plane. It's not good for big people to be the last ones on the plane.
It's not good for us.
It's not good for
the
everybody.
people.
Yeah.
It's not good for
I got so lucky. I found that nice like older lady that had an aisle seat. You can sit here, and then she gave me her snacks.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. Do you want my snacks? She's a bit of a chatty Cathy, but she was nice.
Yeah. I was just checking. I hit, I think, what do they call it? Executive platinum status with American Airlines now this year.
I heard that the Delta Lounge, I think, even if you don't have status, but if you're on their flight, you can pay $50 to get in the lounge and take like 3 or 4 people with you. And you can be in there the whole time.
$50 a person.
It's probably got to be per person.
No, they said it was you could bring like I think up to 4 guests with you if you were traveling, as long as you're on a Delta flight.
Yeah, it's $50 a person. We will do it like on international.
I don't have to tell my client she's a liar.
Yeah, I mean,
we did. I mean, I guess we didn't go on vacation last year, but we usually do use Delta. And then like if you have that long layover, like going to like the Caribbean or whatever, like we'll do it because you have a place to sit. You have food. Like
It's all free, right? Once you're in there, it's like free.
Once you're in there, it's free. Like hands down, the best part about the lounge is that I can leave my bags at the seat when I go take a leak. Like you don't have to take your bags and shit with you. You just put them at your chair, and you go to the bathroom or you go get food, and like your shit just sits there.
Yeah. So I'll probably start obviously just looking around more because I just did Southwest because I don't even know if it was more expensive. I just like knew the drill, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean American. So because of the status I had with American, like they have what do they call it? Basic economy is something like that. So whatever, like the bottom level economy, Then they had Main Plus, and I think first class or something. Because of my status, like I got all the benefits of Main or Main Plus. Like you pick your seat and you can same day flight changes and all this stuff. But it applied to the very first rung. It worked, which was great for me because like it saves the company money because most of my travel's for work, so it saves the money. I get all the stuff. But now they recently changed it. I think as of mid-January now, where that very basic level, you no longer accumulate status points. So you don't get airline miles, you don't get points if you buy a ticket on that main like entry level thing.
Oh.
Which is bullshit.
So how do you get to the next? You have to spend money.
So yeah, you spend money to go up a class. So like if you pick the basic economy, I think it's called basic economy. If you pick that, like you don't have an assigned seat, you have to pay there's a change fee if you want to change flights. Even if like your flight's delayed or something, you don't get free same day flight changes and some other stuff. But it's basically like you have a ticket. You don't know where you're going to sit. You don't like you're at the
I
very
think that's
last.
Southwest. When I was booking Ed's, it's like, well, you might get on the plane. We don't care about you.
And so you get like group 9 boarding and stuff.
Yeah. Or you paid like an extra $40 and you could pick a seat. And like they had for his flight from Chicago, the original, it was started at like $150. And that was where they might put you in the luggage area. Like you don't know. But then it went all the way up to like $300 and some for Chicago to Omaha. And it's like, oh, you get 2 drinks and whatever. I'm like, dude, you're barely in the air. Like it's like a 45-minute flight.
Yeah.
If you would pay $300 for one way from Chicago, you were on someone else's money. Like, I mean, this was me buying Ed's and he's on someone else's money. And I was like, it's not happening to him. Which Ed doesn't care as long as he's got a place to sit.
Yeah.
But and I guess he's probably gonna have to pay for his bag. He usually checks a bag. I mean, I'll give him, but I mean, like I don't even know if it had a place for me to pay for it ahead of time.
Yeah.
I think they make you pay when you get there, don't they? Because they weigh it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a bad move by Southwest, but I don't know shit about the airline industry. So
They're all garbage.
yeah.
I mean,
Because
they're all.
as much as I traveled with like other like powerlifters who were like have no concept of time, it was nice to not have assigned seating because like Justin would show up like last. And then I don't know how many times I flew with him and he showed up with a protein shake and I was like, dude, you can't take that through fucking security. Like, sir, you have to dump that out. And I was like, how many times are you going to fly and this happens?
Yeah.
But probably one of my favorite flights with him is we were going to the Olympia and Amber and I and him, I think, were on the same flight. He's wearing scrubs on the plane, like scrub pants, which they're comfortable, but it's terrible if you're a sweaty person like he is because you sweat right through them. We go to get his bag, and he was cutting weight, and he had 2 IV bags in his checked bag. And he checks to make sure they're still okay. And I was like, dude, you travel with those? Dude, I was wearing scrubs. They probably thought I was a doctor.
So he had it in his carry-on or in his check
Bag.
Okay.
But he wanted to make sure they didn't break open or whatever. And I was like, dude, you fucking traveled with IV bags? And he was like, yeah. They probably thought I was a doctor. If anybody had seen Justin, no one thought that he was a doctor.
Yeah, nobody.
I mean, he
Nobody
might have
was
been
thinking.
a bit of a pharmacist.
Right.
Yeah, nobody's like, oh yeah, that guy looks like he should carry fucking bags with him.
Yeah, totally.
What are you looking up there, Matt?
I was looking for flights on American to Chicago just to see, and I picked mid-May, and they were $400.
Round tripper.
Yeah, round trip.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around there, give or take. But like he lives right by, which I'm not saying they don't come out of there. I don't know. I just always did Southwest because it was like cheaper, and then he lives right by Midway.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I don't know. I assume everybody flies out of Midway almost at this point. I don't know what airline wouldn't.
We fly out of O'Hare. American does.
Oh, they don't fly out of Midway.
I have no idea.
Because they're like a hub, and they have American hub there. I've heard that maybe Omaha will be leaning more towards American when they get all their shit done,
If that ever happens.
if it ever happens. It looks cool.
They're
though.
making progress.
They're
though.
making a lot of progress down there.
Yeah.
Like
This is
they're
gonna be an
work-
international airport, right?
yeah, it'll technically be international.
Which
Should
I
have-
don't know how we weren't already. Is it size or just where you go? Because we could easily fly to Canada. Like it's not.
I think you have to have you have to have an international security checkpoint.
Oh,
So you have to have a customs if you're going to receive international. I imagine is one of them. I don't know for sure, but
I bet working like the customs counter at Epley would be super boring because there's probably not that many that'll come
Right.
through. You probably wouldn't see near as much cool shit as he would like at like LaGuardia or like Atlanta.
Atlanta customs and Dallas are pretty quick. I mean, I guess they're probably so spread out they fill pretty quick, but
Yeah.
because you have to walk like 7 miles to do anything. But yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of like at Epley. The last 2 times I've flown that I have since I've had my pre-check, like it wasn't breathtakingly faster.
no,
But of course they changed. Like right when I got my pre-check, they changed. You have to take your shoes off.
you take your shoes off for pre.
No, no one has to take them off anymore.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
by default, yeah. TSA is dumb too. All those rules are dumb. DHS, like Department of Homeland Security, like went through and tried to get stuff through. They got like 95%
Yeah.
of the shit. Now, God forbid you take a fucking shampoo bottle that's 3.2 ounces. They'll catch that. But they got like 90 or some percent of everything they were trying to get through. Whether it was like drugs or what weapons or whatever, they got it all through.
But yeah, you'd be that guy that catch a stray bullet in your bag from the gun range or something like that, and fucking, I don't have the gun to shoot the bullet. It's fine. Like,
I was listening to this comedian, and he was I don't know where he's at. I think he was in Atlanta or something, and he was like the only white comedian in this. Like he was like he wasn't the headliner. He was earlier, and he was looking around. He's like, yeah, I'm the only white guy here. He's like, I see a lot of like black people here. He's like, who's working TSA? And the audience just lost it. They're like,
I feel for those guys a lot, but then other times I'm like, dude,
I don't feel for him at all.
But also, you don't have to be an asshole to everybody else.
Right.
Like they deal with some shitty people.
Yeah.
That,
But they're also some shitty people.
But also, some of them are. But also, the worst part is if you don't fly regularly,
That's
and they get all pissed. I'm like, dude, not all of us fly every week, so I don't know that you changed
Right.
this rule or this rule.
And then they have different scanners. So like they have the little torpedo X-ray machines where like you put it on the tub, and the tubs everything's automated, and so everything has to go in a tub and stuff. And then they have others where it's like a regular X-ray machine that everything goes in a tub, including bags, but not like jackets. And then there's others like at Epley when you go through at least on the pre-check side, it's like there are virtually no.
Well, and you're at one airport that has older shit. You have to take your laptop out, and the other one's like, "Oh, leave your laptops
Yeah.
in. Leave your laptop." Like it's like
Well,
what?
and that can
like,
be on the same trip.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and like even like at Epley, like they give you like your little pre-check thing, which I don't understand. Like I have pre-check. I don't know why you gave me this card. Not even thinking. I just like threw it in my tub, and the guy's like, "Where's your card?" I was like, "It's in the tub." He's like, "Wow."
Back of the line, bud.
No, so I had to stand there and wait for it. I was like, I'm fucking. Well, then first he goes, "You don't have to. If you have a light jacket on, you have to take it off." So I kept my jacket on. He goes, "You got to take your jacket off." And I go, like literally, fucking that sign over there says, "Don't worry about a light jacket."
Yeah.
And then I go
don't.
through and I had I was wearing I had my Breitling watch on, so it's where he's like, "Hey, you got to take your watch off." Last time I flew, they told me I have to take my watch off. I don't fucking understand.
don't.
Did I tell you what happened to me in Boise?
First of all, what were you doing in Boise? Was that when killing was going on up there in Idaho?
No,
Oh,
you're such a psychopath.
I just randomly was like, "Hey, I was in Boise."
It was for work, and so I had drank too much the night before and got up late. I was like, well, it's fucking Boise. Like, you can just get to the airport. It's pretty quick. So I just threw a hoodie on, but a zip up, but I didn't have a shirt on underneath it because I was late. And I get there and they're like, you have to take your shirt off. And I'm like, I don't have a shirt on. And they're like, well, it says a zipper, so you have to take it off. So I threw it in there, so I have no shirt on, walking through, no shoes on, right? And I had just gotten my tattoo, and on their little fucking scanner thing, it highlights on my tattoo. They're like, we have to pat you down. And I said, do you just want to touch me? I don't have a fucking shirt on, so I'm sitting there with my fucking hands up as the guy's rubbing my chest to make sure I'm like,
So was it hot from being just got it done, so it was kind of inflamed? Is that why it showed up?
I don't
wonder.
I don't know if it was I don't know if there's something in it.
Yeah, maybe it's heavy on the ink. The ink just shows up strange.
Something, but
yeah.
you could see it on the thing. It
It's one of those little heat signatures, if you're sweaty, it'll
squares
show
around
up.
it, and it's
Yeah.
hey, he's got something hidden here. And you're like, come on, boys.
So I have no shirt on.
no shirt on, no shoes.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
I'm
check
running
my?
out of places to hide stuff, guys.
Will you check my pants while you're here too?
Yeah, high up in there.
Yeah. Really check the inseam.
They like hit the back of the hand. You don't have to put it in the back of your hand.
Yeah, cup that shit.
Don't act like we don't know each other.
Yeah, look me in the eyes when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
fortunately, I've had like pretty good with all my travels. Like TSA's been.
And isn't it funny? TSA at Epley, or the pre-check line, is like the oldest, crustiest X-ray machine they got.
Oh yeah,
It's like all the shittiest stuff is on the fucking pre-check side.
because they're probably like, it's fine.
Yeah, which is the one you have to pay to get.
You already had to do a background check. So.
Yeah, so they're probably like, it's fine.
Yeah, but if you don't
yeah,
give them that fucking card, stand in line.
Like I've gone through, like I've started flying now. I'll have like a pen in my pocket, like my lanyard from work. Like I'll forget to take off and stuff, and like it just goes through. Like the metal detector doesn't pick it up unless they see it and they're like, "Hey, you got to take that off." I'm like, oh shit, all right. What if I just hold it in my hand? They're like,
Yeah.
all right.
I left everything on this sign, said I could, and you just told me I had to take it all off. So there's a lack of communication between something here.
The one that infuriated me a lot was my CPAP. They were saying, because I would put it in my carry-on luggage and stuff, and that way I just had one bag, and they would be like, "That CPAP's got to come out," or sometimes they wouldn't. But it was like so hit or miss, and like I'm not fucking taking that thing out. First of all, I have pre-check, so how is this any different than a laptop?
Yeah.
But like I just flew here from a different airport, and they said it was fine.
Well, that's the thing that pisses you off. It's like you go through some places and it's fine, and other it's like they just make it up.
Yeah, it was just kind of. But yeah, I
And
agree.
I just think TSA is stupid.
Yeah, the security check that you actually get, like the stuff that they catch when they test it, it's like they have a 90-some% fail rate.
Yeah, it's terrible. And then it's like, oh, you can't bring a bottle of water. Yeah, you just want me to spend like this is the problem. Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
Yeah.
I'll say Aaron and I, when we was like a string where we were taking a bunch of trips for like 3 or 4 years, and we started taking like the little shampoo bottles, and we'd fill them with like tequila or whiskey or something and be on the plane and just get a drink. Because that's before we like bought the seats where like they came with drinks. But we took an international flight. We were going to Scotland or something, and we're sitting down there, and they came by, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want something to drink?" And she was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah." And Aaron's like, "Is it like, what's it cost for like I think she wanted like a vodka tonic or something like that." And like, "Oh, in these seats, it comes with your seat."
I'll take 4.
And she was like, "Fuck yeah." So she gets one. The gal next to her also hears this, and she's like, "No way." So Aaron and this gal are just smoking drinks on this 9.5-hour flight. Like 4 hours in, they're having the best time of their life. 5 hours in, out.
Yeah.
Like just gone.
And then just feel like shit when you land.
Yeah. Yeah, and we landed
Hungover.
hungover, and it was 7 a.m. We don't get to our Airbnb. We can't get into it until 12:30, and we've been up for however long.
Yeah, that's
rough.
that's the tip for you kids out there traveling with school stuff.
Yeah.
Shampoo bottles. They used
It
to do
is.
that. The Harlan Band, like every 4 years, they would go to Disney in like March and whatever parade. So every year that I knew anybody that did that, they figured out that they would just take shampoo bottles full of fucking booze.
Yeah.
So they could be drinking in that hotel room because vodka doesn't really have there was like vodka doesn't smell, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's fine, but it doesn't also have the same consistency as shampoo either.
That's
So-
real watery.
Yeah, if parents are checking it like, I know this game. But yeah, you can. There was a guy, we were at when it was still called the Red River Shootout, the Texas-Oklahoma game.
It still
And-
is, isn't it?
Now it's the rivalry after.
Still the Red River Shootout
Was
and
it
the
after
Washington
9
Redskins.
It was 9/11. After I can't remember when they changed it, but they you have to walk through the Texas State Fair while they run metal detectors and everything. So this guy behind us just pulls out a plastic squeeze bottle out of his sock. It's just vodka. So they're just getting going up to the concession stand, getting a Diet Coke, whatever, just fucking
Yep.
putting it back in his sock.
Yep. That's what we did. Drink shampoo.
Yeah. You got to really rinse them out.
Yeah, well, I mean, we never put shampoo. Just go to Target and buy them.
Oh, you bought the, no,
Yeah.
see, this is back when you had to like rinse the bottle out.
Oh, you had like actual
Oh,
shampoo
yeah.
bottles.
Yeah, you had to
no,
rinse
we
the-
got like it comes in like the little TSA bag, and it's got 4 bottles, and so
Yeah.
we just use that.
Yeah, it's like, what is it? 311?
Yep.
Their bottles. I don't even know what that means. But I don't know. The part of getting into the gate at the airport is the worst part.
You can visibly see because my watch will track my heart rate. You can see my heart rate go up as I go through TSA, and when we board and when we deboard. Because I'm just trying to not murder all the other humans around me because they bother me so much.
Yeah, when we just got back from Vegas a couple weeks ago, the guy sitting, because I usually take the window seat, so I try not to take up as much room. So I kind of like lean into the window. The guy in the aisle just like keeps sitting down. Like I'll stand up eventually because I just want to stand up to not be sitting. But like everyone in front of us has gotten off the plane. The fucking row next to us has gotten off the plane. He's still sitting. And then this kid from behind us like jets by. And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, are you... Not all of us are on your time, dude. Like, are you going to get up? Like, people just want to get off the plane. Like, yeah. It just goes back to people don't pay attention to anybody else.
No, they don't.
The one that really annoys me is like so your flight's delayed, right? And you're going, unless you're coming back to Omaha. Like, we did have someone on our way back to Omaha that we were landing late, and it was probably like 9 o'clock at night, and we were landing, and this person's trying to get by, like, hey, I have a connection I have to get to. I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. But like we would land in other places.
Oh,
like,
in Omaha?
Yeah, in Omaha. In Omaha.
You don't connect in Omaha.
But like we'd land probably 4 or 5 trips ago landing in Chicago, and we're late. We're probably like 45 minutes late. The guy next to me, his plane is leaving in 30 minutes. So he has maybe 10 minutes to get to the gate. And there's a bunch of other people like that. And so the flight attendant makes an announcement like, hey, if you have a connection, if your flight is leaving before 10 o'clock, right? And we landed at maybe like 9:15, 9:20, something like that. Will you raise your hand up so the other people can see and like we can let you guys off first because we were late? And so like people put their hands up, you can kind of see. And so most of us are like, fine, yeah, cool. But like this dude, maybe a row in front of me, like refusing to let anyone by. He's just like, nope, just not playing ball.
Well, it just cracks me. I was like you can hurry up. Like when the thing, like as soon as it lands and it dings, like people are standing. I'm like, you're gonna be here. Like you can just watch. You can just watch. It goes in fucking order.
Well, yeah. I like to just stand up just to stand up. I don't do it to like hurry up and get off. I just want to like stretch out a little. I like to stand up.
I have just gotten up. Like if I see someone like coming up from the back, I just fucking stay like, you ain't going by me, sir.
Yeah. Okay, listen.
Yeah.
It's just inconsiderate. Like I get it. Yeah.
We all want to get off the plane.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's going to be like 30 extra seconds. Like you're fine. Like they don't like, it's not like the first person who gets off the plane, the last person who gets off the plane, what's it, 5 minutes?
Right. Yeah. The D board's so quick.
Yeah.
Like, I knew when I was flying before and there was like overhead space wasn't such like a hot commodity.
Oh yeah.
I would try to be like the last person on the plane because like I have zero desire to get on there as soon as I can.
Oh, I would like if you have a seat, I would just be sitting out there like last call, and I'm like, okay, that's when I'm gonna get on.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to sit on this freaking plane.
Yeah, when I travel with just a backpack,
yeah,
I'm like, I will 100% be the last person on that
I don't
plane.
give a shit.
Yeah, so I'll just put my bag under the seat in front of me.
I don't understand. Like when we flew, it was still the open seating. I don't understand what takes people so long to sit down. Like they do A1 through 30, and then like this time we were like A35, so we were like the next group. You get like there's still like a line like all the way down. Like I'm like, what are you? Just sit down. Like,
well, here's the thing. If they wanted to board a plane in an efficient way, and it wasn't all these people who like, I have status, I need to get on here first.
Hey, don't knock on status.
I have status. They would board the plane fucking backwards.
Yeah, you board it backwards.
You would board the people in the back first because then they walk. What the problem with Southwest is that everyone's like, where's the seat? Where's the seat? Oh, do I want to sit next to that guy? Where's the what? You know what I mean? And so everyone's like picking. People can't make choices anyways.
Well, I know the A1 through 30. There's no one else on the plane. Like you literally can pick what.
And that's probably when it's the hardest decision because you have all the options.
Too many choices.
Yeah, like they're like, I don't know. Do I want to be in 5? Do I want to be in 6? Well, like fucking everyone stands around with a thumb in their ass. Just fucking go to the back of the plane.
And then the worst part is like like I said, I'll take window. So when Amber and I get on, like I just go window
to the wall.
She'll go middle.
To the sweat.
If you get on the plane first and it's unassigned seating, and you sit on the aisle, it's the dumbest shit you've ever done. Because now you have to get up at least twice.
Fine. I will sit on the aisle. I will always choose the aisle. I will be that person.
Yeah, but you have assigned seating.
Yeah, but even on Southwest, when I flew that for Aetna and I had to fly a bunch on that, like I'd still do I would get on there.
You went the aisle. You don't get shoulder check the whole time.
No, I do, but I want that room because it's only like shoulder check when they're boarding or when they come by. But otherwise, it's like I get that room.
God, when they used to have the cart, you just get smoked by that cart.
I'll take aisle every day. Plus, like I had to pee all the time, so
I like the window because I like to like lean up against it and fall
Yeah, 'cause I'll just
asleep.
lay. I think I kind of like.
I guess if
turn
I could
into it.
sleep on a plane, that might different. But like I have a hell of a time sleeping.
Oh, dude, there's as soon as they like move that plane, I'm like a child. Fucking
in the
gone.
car.
we were like stuck on the runway, you know, like for whatever stupid reason, and like I fell asleep and I woke up and I thought we had landed, we hadn't took off yet. So pissed.
That'd be the worst.
It was like we were there for like 45 minutes. I
Yeah.
I'm like, are we landed already?
Oh, that was a quick flight.
And like I look out and like, no.
Dude, sometimes like when you go to like Atlanta or something, I'm like, dude, are we driving there?
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you're taking off from like runway 75 over there. They just like keep driving, and then like you hear the brakes on the plane like thunk thunk, and you're like, that probably doesn't sound the
That's
best.
fine. That's fine.
They're not meant to drive.
No,
True.
man, they drive forever in some of those airports.
something
I'm
like Chicago's a pretty long taxi. North Carolina's not too bad. Atlanta is forever. Philly's pretty quick. Omaha's super fast.
Yeah.
So
how many are there? Are there 3 runways in Omaha or just 2?
I don't know.
3, right?
I don't know, because you don't taxi very long, and you usually don't have to wait very long.
Land friggin' hang a left.
But yeah, go back to like the dude just sitting there forever. Like I don't understand people's lack of
3.
3. Well, I mean, I understand why, because it's they don't care about anybody else around them. It's like yesterday when I was.
Did you
leaving.
ask him?
I just feel like that's common knowledge.
I know. Did you say, hey, you gonna get up?
No, Amber and I both just like loudly to each other, like what's going on here? But like yesterday, I was leaving here, and you go up on 90th, and it's the go straight or turn right lane on the light, and this dude just like parks right in the middle of that lane.
Fuck yeah, bro. He's not sure.
So no, he knew exactly where he was going. So no one, like I'm behind him with my blinker on. Nope, just fucking. Like if I'm in one of those lanes and I'm the first car up there, I'm gonna like go over by the line and pull forward so people can go around you.
Yeah. So they can turn right.
Don't you ever wish you just had like a shitty car that you just fucking bump into people?
Or just like a really
Right?
cool like push bumper on it that you can just run out.
Yeah, just be like,
But it's just
like
total-
scoot them up and then just like
It's kind of like if you're on like on 168 out by your store. Like if I'm gonna turn to go to Core, there's those 2 lanes right there.
Yeah.
Dude, I try to get all the way over to the curb so that people can see around you, because that's the worst too. Is if
Yeah.
you can't see around someone if you're in the other turn. And like, but yeah, the lack of like anybody caring about anybody in their surroundings just like completely blows me away. I'm like,
I've often thought it would be nice to have Magneto's power.
oh, just pick the car
Yeah,
up.
Just fucking move the car out of the way. I mean, there'd be other cool things you could do with it, but that's the number one thing.
Or like a message board. Do you ever like listen to George Carlin when he's like, I wish I could have a message board on the outside of my car? And he was like, so I can type like, you drive like old people, fuck, slow and sloppy, get out of the way. But yeah, I mean, I just don't like. I always try like to think about where I'm at. Every once in a while, you don't. But I'm like, dude, just pull forward. Or it's like, you know, you're trying to like the turning lane. They'll see like a gap of like a 3 car length, and this guy's sitting there. I'm like, can you pull forward? So like.
no, he's on his phone.
So like the like I was leaving my neighborhood yesterday, and it was kind of during like rush hour, and this guy is sitting blocking the entrance to my neighborhood. There's like 3 empty car lengths ahead of him, and then there's a guy who left the gap because you shouldn't block an intersection.
Yeah.
And so that guy like waved me to. He's like, I'll wait because the light turned. But yeah, this guy's just sitting in the middle of the intersection, and like there's all this space ahead of him. I don't.
People are fairly clueless.
Yeah.
So last night we actually went to Bucks. We actually went out to eat last night. But
Did you take a lunch?
what?
Did you pack your own lunch with you?
Did you eat the food there or did you
Yeah.
bring it?
Yeah, did you bring your own food? I didn't. Well, I was making sure homemade.
Bucks
I didn't
has
know.
good food.
Well, I
It
know.
is pretty good.
Yeah.
I know, but it was
I
like-
mean, for like
Yeah.
Yeah, but yours like fast food's trash. I mean, bar food is fast food.
I think they make their own fried chicken. I don't think anything.
Oh, they have their fried chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, because do they do the prime rib or which one's that one?
They do prime rib there too. But they have like the best fried chicken. It's fucking great. Fried chicken sandwich, fucking money.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those are pretty
And then like you have like the little like cheap bun, and then
Yep.
you have like the chicken. So it's like
right?
yeah, fucking awesome. But we were like pulling out. I was like, oh damn. She's like, what? I'm like, went over 200,000 miles on my car.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't think that calls for anything. I said, I've put every one of these 200,000. Like, I bought this car brand new.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm kind of proud that I got a car to 200,000 miles without it like blowing up. It means you're taking care of it.
You shouldn't have said that.
Why? I say it all the time. I don't care.
Come on, girl. You got this. One more drive.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I do have like, I do have an engine light on and the tire pressure sensor light on.
Oh, the tire vent's fine. The tire light's fine.
Well, because like one of them went out. It's like, you have a tire monitor error. I'm like, one of them. I got 3. And then like within a week, ting, 3 of them are. I'm like,
as long as I got the one, I'm going to assume that all of them are.
And then a mechanic wants to charge you a fucking metric shit ton to change those.
Oh, yeah, because you just put the little sensor inside the tire, right?
It's just
on the back of the tub.
It's right on the back. But apparently, if you go to like discount tire, they change them for like 40 or $80 a piece.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. 40, I don't know. I think it was going to be $40 a piece.
But she didn't let you drive the truck last night, huh? Still not letting you have full permission on that, huh? Well, I mean, last time you drove it, you had a heart attack, so it's probably fucking.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't drive it.
Probably.
It was too much horsepower for it.
I got
Too much torque on this thing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I
Shall
gotta
we drive the
fucking-
truck today? Oh, my God.
I got the EcoBoost. I got the EcoBoost in my fucking Explorer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fucking turbo, bitch.
Dude, the EcoBoost, I had that in my show, and I had that Taurus. That thing moved.
Yeah.
What's hilarious is that like how like I love old cars. Like the power from an old like muscle car is different than the new cars.
Well, the sound.
But they're all like a lot of them are slower than like
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Like, how do you have such a big fucking motor? So much power, but it's still like.
I mean, like if you
They're
get
heavy cars.
if you get in one and like it's fast, like it does feel different. Like it's the noise, it's the like. There's a lot. Like it feels different than going like 0 to 60 in a Tesla. It just feels like you're in a fucking go-kart.
You feel disgusting when that happens in a Tesla. Like, it makes you feel sick.
Oh, my God. It's so fast.
Dude, like my stomach like turned upside down on that thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember one of my buddies had a car lot in my hometown, and he had one of those, the Bonneville SSEIs. It was a supercharged one. And that thing was like so fast. And like fast forward like years later, I'm driving, I think I had my Raptor, and this kid had a Bonneville, one of those SSEIs. And I was like, dude, those were so fast. And I looked and it had 170 horsepower. And I was like, I thought it was so fast.
Yeah. It's amazing how like good and fast and safe and stuff cars are from like what they were like in the 70s or 80s or 90s. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
And then sometimes they ruin it. Like they took the Raptors and they went from the V8 to that twin turbo, the EcoBoost.
yeah.
And that's cool. It's a good motor, but like, who wants a big truck with a V6 in it?
Right.
Even my client, her husband got one, and I still had my Raptor at the 6.2. She's like, I told him his truck just sounds like a wet fart when it takes off. It doesn't even sound good.
Wow.
I was like, wow, way to shrink him up there.
Yeah.
Right?
But I just like to see they're going back. Like the Dodge went back to the TRX. Yeah. Because they got rid of
Dodge
gear.
is new on the. They have an inline 6. Like they call it the Hurricane.
Isn't that the one they've had for a long
Some
time?
people say Huracan because they can't read, but I think it's Hurricane.
I don't think so. No, they had a regular 6 that they did like the EcoBoost or electric E-Start or something like that. E-Torque, that's what it is.
Which
it has a small electric motor to get it.
Is that the RHO that has the new inline 6? That was like when they were going to stop making the TRX, they made that RHO. It was there. It looked just like a TRX, but I think it had like a V6.
They have like the inline 6 in a bunch of the models now.
Because back in the day, weren't Jeeps all inline 6s?
But isn't the Dodge Inline 6 a piece of shit that they've had for like 30 years?
I think even, I don't know if it's a piece of shit, but they've had it for like a lot longer than that, I think. The original one.
Maybe
Yeah.
the original one, but like whatever this Hurricane one is
All decked
supposed
out.
to be fucking great.
Yeah, because I think that was like their thing back in the day. They all had the inline 6 and the old like Jeeps and stuff back in the day. Like if you bought one of the Jeep Cherokees back in the day, that was their inline 6.
I know. I thought they had an engine that there was just like they put in other things that just wasn't very good. But like right now, like Tundra, was it Tundra, Toyota? Was it the 6.2s? Was it Chevy? Like it's like all these people have to get like new engines.
Yeah, it's because I bought mine and it's 2019 to 2024. All the GM platforms, so Cadillac, GMC, Chevy, the 6.2s had issues where they could blow up.
But I think it was even like Toyota Tundra had some issues.
Well, I don't understand if you say on the GM part of it. How do you let the same dipshit like make the parts for fucking 5 years? Like, how does that work? Which I had mine. You take it in, they can do like an inspection, and they put like a cam down inside of it, not a camera down inside, and they look for like wear. And mine apparently passed the inspection, and then they just change the.
And then
oil
you're like, oh,
viscosity.
thanks. Oh, did your oil changes get more expensive?
Well, I don't know. See, what I did is I waited. So I got my truck in June, and I waited until it needed an oil change to take it in for the inspection because you get a free oil change out of the deal. So I have no idea what the oil change cost. But my TRX was expensive, so I assume it's...
Yeah, I think the oil changes on those trucks like doubled.
Because they run the 040 oil, whatever it is. So...
No.
But yeah, mine passed. But I mean, it was kind of... When I first bought it, I got it at CarMax, and they're like, well, here's this recall we can't do anything about. And then when I called GM, they're like, well, we haven't been given a remedy for that model or year yet. And I was like, so what's that mean? Like, is there like a certain
Means
mileage?
good luck.
Yeah. I was like, is there like a certain mileage? Like, is it before 30,000, after 30,000? I was like, I got to like pull a trailer in like a couple weeks. Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
It's probably going to be okay for a while, maybe.
Possibly.
It was. I made it. I just didn't think about it. I never put it in sport mode just in case.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
nervous.
that's a good call. Yeah, just keep it in standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had a recall on that. I probably would have tried to blow it up.
Just out
Well,
there.
but I think there was. So that's all. That's all good in theory, except they're saying it's like a year wait on a motor.
Do you get a rental?
I'd fucking doubt they're gonna give you something, or if you do, it's probably gonna be.
They probably just give you a different truck. Like, hey, let's.
Well, that's like so I've been looking for a while for I'm like, but once you get over like 100,000 miles in a car, you get no trade-in value on it.
Don't you have you got like 47 kids? Can you just fucking hand me down to one of them?
Well, I'll probably give it to my daughter because she's going to school next year. So it'll just be like it'll be better to drive.
Because where's she going to school at?
Hastings.
So that's like an hour away, 2 hours away. So
2.
you're gonna give her the car with a check engine light to drive?
Well, it's just a freaking.
I mean, we'll turn that light off before she.
You just put a piece of electrical tape over it on the dash. You don't even see it.
The light went away.
Well, I'm going to get the tire thing done, but it's an O2 sensor. They'll fix it next time it's in.
Oh.
But I took it over to.
I mean, there's people back in the day that would just take the bulb out. Like back in the day when you get back in there, it's like, well, that's out now.
Well, because
fixed.
there's so many stupid sensors.
Right, and you have to have one of those fucking computers.
Well, you
Like,
just go to like AutoZone and they'll check it for free. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, some of them you have to like O'Reilly's. They can clear it. They have the better code scanner, and they can clear it. So I was like, when fucking cleared it, and like, hey, does it come back? It came back. It was just and like I got it. It's like an O2 sensor. It's like some stupid.
I was at a parts store the other day, and like a lot of them will change your battery for you, like in the parking lot. And because I bought a battery when one of my show was going out, and I pulled up and I went to buy the battery, and like I'm like fairly mechanically inclined. And the guy goes, "All right, here it is." I go, "No, you guys install them, right?" He was like, "Yeah," and I go, "Let's go." Why would I? You offer this service when I buy a battery. Why would I fucking put it in?
Because you have a dick. Like, there's no way I'm letting some fucking dipshit 18-year-old behind the counter at AutoZone change my battery while I'm standing there.
Dude, they charge like they charge like fucking $150 for a car battery.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Not
charge a bunch of money
no,
for a car battery.
not happening. Like I was like, can I have a wrench? Or actually, last time I took my tools so I could just change it. Like no.
And then when I was there, the guy's he's like working on the bed. He goes, you can wait in the vehicle. And he's like, oh no, I want to watch. And the guy's like, okay.
I want to learn.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Oh yeah, I was fine with it. Would you let him put it in?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, because he has balls that he likes to have.
Right.
That's fine. I mean, the best part was that my car barely made it there with the battery.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna drive it home again without the battery.
But I also won't change my own oil anymore.
So yeah, I don't change my oil. So what's the difference if you don't change your own oil, change a battery? I've changed so many fucking batteries and oil in my life for working for a mechanic. I'm fine with not doing it.
Understandable. Yeah.
I'm just not going to stand
Do
there.
you change your own oil?
No. I don't.
That's not
Because I don't want to get rid of it.
It's what you just dump it in the fucking backyard. Old school farmer way, buddy. Put it on the keeps the dust down on the driveway.
So funny enough, we were looking into doing that on that little gravel road in front of our house.
Yeah, you just get a little yard sprayer and you put your oil in there and let it
We
go.
were talking to some guy about it, and like there's several farms out there, and they keep all their tractor oil and like use it for different stuff. But a lot of times they'll may or may not do that on gravel driveways and stuff. one of them got busted. Like the old government found out about it, and they had to dig that road down, I think 12 inches, if not deeper, and then build it back up. Like, but they had to build it back up to like structural engineering code. So they had to put down like rock and like certain kinds of dirt and like compact it, and then more dirt and like then rock on top of that. Compact it down.
For it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a that Cottonwood Marina up by Blair.
Yeah.
They have like asphalt thing, but they use like the old vegetable oil from their fryers. Now I don't think that's illegal.
Yeah, that might not be.
But it's food safe.
It smells terrible, but it does keep the dust down.
Yep.
So if you went to like the Forgot store or something, like you'd probably get their fryer oil,
something
their
like
old
that.
shit. Because like usually they pour it in like like when I worked at Barrett's, they would have this like metal container.
Big grease bin outside.
Yeah, outside. Yeah. So you probably just go there on like a hot day and get it and put it in one of those, just a yard sprayer.
Yeah. I mean, if we had more gravel road, if there was more traffic, I'd maybe consider. But like we obviously we don't have enough traffic. But we're like, oh man, if we could just use some old motor oil, like, cool.
Yeah, my dad. We should set the filter down in the driveway and just let her drain, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's I mean the main reason I don't want to deal with it.
Well, and I had
get rid
no
of
desire,
it, yeah.
especially when I did everything on like a lift.
Oh yeah.
Get on a creeper is like the worst thing you can do.
So I used to change oil in my I used to change my oil in my car when I was a teenager. I would just pull up on the curb.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
And then just get underneath there. You don't have to worry about anything falling. You know.
Yeah.
Plus, dude, something's like the way you have to like contort yourself to get the filter out because they tuck it up somewhere or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna drain the fucking pan and then like we're good. Then you gotta like bend your arm 6 different ways to get to the filter, and then it's so tight you can't get it undone.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Yeah, they're super compact. I remember working on at a 77 Regal, and like changing oil, doing anything on that was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, you could lay in there and
You
work
could
on
fit
it.
like 4 humans wrapped around that engine inside that mount.
I had my first car was a '63 Ford Fairlane.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, they've like I would like stop by and like grab a carburetor and just change it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like 4 screws in like 10 minutes. Like, yeah, you could do anything you want on it.
That and a can of ether get her going.
Well, and then I had a starter that had like a missing tooth, so like I had a wrench in my car. So like if it didn't start, I'd be like, hey, you got to get out there. Like they'd be laying under the tapping as I'm starting to get it to like.
Hey, just tap it with a hammer. I had an old Escort. The starter solenoid was bad.
Yeah.
So if it didn't start, you just turn the key forward and then hit the 2 screws together and it'd start. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, those are the days. Now it's like, you just look at it and you're like, well,
I can't
this
imagine
looks
that
like
now.
a lot. I'm
Yeah,
going to let somebody else do
I
this.
had a laser, a Plymouth Laser, and it had the water pump mount. So I think it was the water pump mount, but it had one arm that came out and connected and it broke. And so like I JB welded it a whole bunch, but it was also the same time frame around like Fast and the Furious era. So like parts for those cars were super expensive because everyone was buying them for eclipses. And I was like, fuck that. So at one point in time, I had a bunch of strapping on there, like the metal strapping with all the holes in it.
Yeah.
That I had that like wrapped around there to hold everything in place because the JB weld kept breaking on me. It ran well.
The days when it was easier.
Right?
Well, at least you could like fuck around and make something work.
Yeah.
Like now, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like if I open up when I open up the hood of my, I don't know, there's a motor in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm like, there's the washer fluid.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
You're like, that looks like wipers on there. We're going to go with this one.
Yeah, they're so compact. Yeah.
We got a lot of random things covered.
Yeah.
Good thoughts. Good
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah, watch out for the credit cards and, be courteous of other people on
And I am
airplanes and in
impressed.
traffic.
I am impressed. I got my car to 200,000 miles.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's Ford,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's an eco turd.
What did it say? Fix or repair daily is what it stands for.
Yep.
Fucker only runs downhill.
Yeah, kids don't know about that shit. When you had an old like a starter goes out of a 5-speed, get her rolling downhill, just pop the clutch out and get her started.
Do you know how? It was probably a year that I had my car that I would just park like when you parked, you had to park so you could just like pull, and if someone parked in front of you, like this motherfucker, he just did that, so I couldn't start my car.
Kids don't even know about. First of all, I don't even know how many can drive a 5-speed.
Not many.
Oh,
But yeah, you just gotta work that clutch out down the hill and get her going.
I would literally park on hills. Like,
Yeah.
I would park like 3 blocks away. Got to park on a hill.
Yeah,
But
the
yes.
other end of that though, the scariest thing when you're first driving a 5-speed is when someone stops on a hill in front of you.
Oh.
And you're like, oh my God. And then somebody's behind you and you're like, oh my God, do
you
not
gotta-
roll backwards.
You gotta like use the handbrake and like try to feather it in to get it going.
or you kind of get your foot sideways and you're working the brake and the clutch at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was 16 years old and Capital Title. They're like, hey, like I knew like the CFO at Woods Brothers at the time. He's like, hey, do you want a job here? It's like just running around paperwork all summer, but like paid good. Like it was, and I was like, fine. So I was like, hop in and. She's like, okay, do you want to drive? I'm like, no, it was a 5-speed. I'd never driven a 5-speed before. And it was a fucking Ford Ranger. So it wasn't an easy one to drive. So we're going through and she's like, okay. She's like, you want to drive? I'm like, no, it's fine. And then like the next day I was by myself. And like I was stuck in Lincoln. I was stuck in the middle of this intersection for like 5 lights. I could not get
Dude, it's so embarrassing.
Well, I
learning how to drive a
dude,
stick.
the
like I was like watching her. I was like trying to figure it out. Like just sitting in the passenger seat. Like okay, this one.
There's 3 pedals. Fuck. There's 3 pedals.
Like asking my dad, like, hey, how do you? He's like, oh, you just
Yeah, like you didn't have YouTube, so
Yeah.
you can't like go and look that shit up.
But by the end of the day, fucking pro.
You know, I had the best thing. I had somebody teach me how to drive on a gravel road.
Oh yeah.
Because then you don't like feel like an idiot because you don't like peel out on the pavement. You know what I mean? And like, so anybody I taught, I would just take them out on a gravel road
Yep.
and teach them that way. It's just way easier. And then you learn that part where you just kind of feather the clutch. You can hold the car there between the clutch and the gas with no. But yeah, those first times you stop and you're like, oh my God. Will you back up?
Well, and then like when I finally figured it out, I was just like, it was like let go. I was like, okay, you let go of the clutch and slam the gas. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah,
like
dude. You can just do the old rev it up and dump the clutch.
Yeah. Just bark the tires and jerk a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're good. But from first to second and beyond, I'm great.
yeah, it's just getting out of first is a real bit.
Yeah.
When I did that out in Vegas, I did the NASCAR, the Richard Petty experience. And I was like, and I could drive a 5-speed 5, but I was like, I've never driven a NASCAR. And I went first. And by the whole time, I'm like, don't kill it. Don't kill it.
Right.
Don't. And then, but also don't just peel out like an asshole. So you're trying to like, I did fine. But the whole time I was just like stressed and I was like an idiot.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Is that you have a guy in there with you?
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
He was holding me back. He held the little dial, like he could turn up the horsepower, and I just wanted to punch that dude and take it, but he wouldn't. It's kind of. I only went like 140, and I was like, I did that down Giles in my Taurus with no safety gear on. All right, everybody, just be courteous of other people, and get your credit numbers up there. Play the game.
849.
Yeah, 849. Talk to Tanner. He'll get you there. All right, guys. We appreciate you listening. Like, subscribe, share, follow. We'll see you next time.